President is moving into Summer Bay, and he's a face you might in fact recognise. It's Axel Whitehead. Playing the... No, you go. I mucked that bit up. That was my mistake.
It's Axel Whitehead playing the character of Liam Murphy on Home and Away. It's the latest adventure for the entertainer and well-known musician, in fact.
You take my hand, I'm in the promised land, yeah.
He shot to fame 7 years ago as a jazz singer, and Axel Whitehead could certainly scat. Axel then combined music with media, from Australian Idol to the host of video hits.
All right, guys, please make some noise for Guy Sebastian. The stage is yours. Have a fantastic gig. Thanks, brother.
For 3 years, Axel mingled with music heavyweights.
Your career has absolutely skyrocketed. You're a busy woman the whole time.
Thank you. Before concentrating on a solo career. Last year, he released his first album, Losing Sleep, and his single, I Don't Do Surprises, debuted in the top 10.
Signs, neon lights, like a thief in the night, just welcome with an open door.
He soon followed up with another hit, Satellite.
Damn, thought you were gone. I thought I left you in the back of my mind. Don't get me wrong, maybe you're right. You got me feeling like a satellite.
And now, the singing star is rocking his way into Summer Bay.
No, I don't do it. Sit and talk through it. Fires the front when I'm in the face.
Good morning, Axel. You hated that jazz stuff. You hated us playing it. How old were you there?
I was 16. That was a great competition called Cool Schools, which is a nationwide competition for young musicians to record an album, that sort of thing. And the band that I was in at the time, we won the competition and got to record a record. And that was at the awards night. And I was 16 and I was in love with this singer called Vince Jones and Kurt Elling, these two jazz singers. And I just loved the improvisation and scatting. And that was one of my first scatting gigs. And there's nothing worse than a sort of a young scatter not quite knowing exactly how to do it. So it was rather awkward watching that.
Well, I'm just hoping that nobody manages to find the clip of me somewhere like that.
I'm sure if you look hard enough, we'll find one.
But how is life treating you on Summer Bay?
Wonderful, wonderful. I've been started shooting Home and Away late last year, and it's such a tight-knit family, and sometimes being an outsider coming into such a tight-knit family can be slightly nerve-wracking, but the people have just been wonderful. It's this tight family. I've been sort of accepted in. It's like joining a new football team or something. And that's been great. I've been having acting lessons for about a year and really enjoying it.
So where did this love of acting come from?
Well, it's something I've always wanted to get into. I think if, most humans have an interest in human nature, and I think if you can develop that and use that in a sort of artistic way, I find it a hell of a lot of fun. And also, being a singer, interpreting a song and writing music and then interpreting a character, there is, in the performance, there's a slight similarity. So I've sort of found a bit of a connection there.
Would you agree, Paul?
Yeah.
Would you ever come on the set of Home and Away? And
I think the last time I saw Home and Away was when Danny Minogue was still in it. But
right,
it's quite a long time ago.
Oh, apparently they're looking for a new singer. So
yeah, but Paul's a bit of a fan. Tell us a bit about your character that you play.
My character, Liam Murphy. He's a national rock star. He's got a wife and a kid, and he's sort of going through a bit of a breakup in the show. He's got a bit of an addiction problem, so we meet him in rehab, where he spends a fair bit of time with the character Belle Taylor, played by Jess Tovey. And the first few episodes are about sort of him and going through his addiction problems and dealing with that, then coming back to Summer Bay and causing a few rifts with a few relationships. And yeah, I won't say any more. We must watch.
So what's next for Liam?
Liam goes. Actually, I don't want to. How do I set this up without ruining the story? It's a very fine line.
No, I think you've
probably said enough.
You're a troubled soul. It sounds
a troubled soul, but I do sort of come in and out of Summer Bay, causing bits of trouble. And in my spare time, I'm still writing music for another record as well. So just sort of balancing the acting music thing.
That's great, Axel. We look forward to to your performances as Liam? Are you still going to sort of get up on stage and still do all your gigging and stuff? Will being a home and away superstar allow you to do that or not?
Well, I want to keep Axel Whitehead's music and Liam Murphy's music quite separate.
That might be tough.
Yeah. Well, I'm not I suppose I'm not a rock star. My style of music isn't rock, so I mean, you can sort of live that dream as Liam Murphy and then keep the two separate. But no, I am sort of writing music myself, and we'll see. Maybe Liam might even come out with a record. Who knows?
Well, you could have one record as Liam, one as Axel.
That is a wonderful idea.
Oh, you see, I like the way you think, Paul. That's great. Thanks, Axel, for
Thank
coming
you
in
very
this
much
morning.
for having me.